Dog looped the rope around its front leg because only then could it reach the man in danger faster. Once it got close to the trapped professor, it pulled the rope wide and slipped it over his body. Then Maya rushed back to the safe zone. There was no time for praise. The handler quickly tied the rope to the sled dogs, and with the strength of one man and 8 dogs, they finally dragged the professor out of the icy water. Now, every second mattered. They had to get him back to camp as fast as possible. The handler placed Maya in the lead, putting all his hopes on her.
Maya, you gotta get us home! Get us home!
Feeling the urgency in his voice, Maya stretched and braced herself. At his command, she bolted forward, leading the pack toward the camp. But the faster they ran, the colder the wind cut, until both men collapsed from the freezing air. Maya saw them fall and ran harder, wilder. In that moment, 8 dogs were fighting death itself. By luck, they reached the camp before the blizzard struck, but misfortune followed. The handler's fingers were frostbit. Without treatment, all 10 would be lost, and the professor had slipped into a coma. Both had to be flown to the city for care, but space on the plane was limited. The dogs would have to stay behind. The handler refused to abandon them, yet his hands couldn't wait. His girlfriend promised they would return, and with no choice left, he agreed. Sensing they weren't being taken, Max broke free of his chain, stood before his master, begging to go along. But in the next second, the collar was forced back around his neck. The dogs were tied down even tighter, to make sure they couldn't escape again. The man thought he'd be back in 3 days, but when he finally returned, 6 long months had passed. The dogs had been left alone, chained, waiting, and no one could imagine what their fate would be.